Have you ever sat in a grand old theater, the lights dimming, a hush falling over the crowd, and felt a sudden, inexplicable chill? A feeling that you're being watched, not just by the audience around you, but by something else. Something hidden in the shadows high above. Today, we journey into the heart of one of the most haunting and romanticized urban legends of all time. The story of the Phantom of the Opera House. This isn't just a tale spun by Gaston Leroux for his famous novel, or a plot for a spectacular Broadway musical. The legend's roots run much deeper, entwined with the very bricks and mortar of Europe's most historic opera houses, most famously the magnificent Palais Garnier in Paris. For over a century, whispers have circulated among stagehands, performers, and patron stèles of strange and unsettling occurrences that defy rational explanation. Imagine this. It's late at night. The final curtain has fallen. The audience has long since gone home, and the vast, cavernous theater is empty and silent. A lone janitor pushes a broom across the stage, the only sound the soft swish of bristles on wood. Suddenly, from the depths of the orchestra pit, a single, mournful melody begins to play on the grand organ. He freezes. There's no one there. The keys are moving on their own, pressed by unseen fingers, filling the empty hall with a ghostly symphony. This is just one of the many chilling accounts passed down through generations of theater staff. And it's not just music. Security guards patrolling the labyrinthine corridors of these old opera houses have reported even stranger phenomena. Stage lights, shut down and locked for the night, will suddenly flicker to life, illuminating the empty stage in an eerie, spectral glow. They rush to the control booth, only to find it deserted. The switches exactly as they left them. It's as if an invisible director is setting the scene for a play that will never be performed for the living. For the actors and dancers, the stage itself can feel like a haunted space. Many have spoken of an intense, unnerving sensation of being watched while they rehearse. They'll be in the middle of a difficult scene, pouring their hearts out to an empty auditorium, and feel a pair of eyes on them from the dark recesses of the wings or the high, secluded balconies. They'll turn, expecting to see a stage manager or a fellow actor, but find only darkness and silence. It's a feeling so persistent that some performers have refused to rehearse alone, convinced that they are not truly by themselves. The sounds are just as unsettling. After the midnight hour, when the building should be completely still, janitors and late-working staff have heard them. Footsteps, clear, distinct footsteps, echoing through the deserted hallways and grand marble staircases. They follow the sound, their own hearts pounding in their chests, only for the footsteps to abruptly stop, leaving them standing alone in the deafening silence. Who or what wanders these empty corridors when the world outside is asleep? This is where the legend takes on a more tangible, terrifying form. Over the years, there have been fleeting, chilling glimpses of a figure, a dark shape moving swiftly through the backstage shadows, a pale face half hidden by a mask, seen for just a second in a high, private box. The descriptions, though rare and fragmented, often share a common thread. a man cloaked in darkness, his face either masked or horribly disfigured. He is never there for more than a moment. By the time you blink or cry out, he has vanished, melting back into the architecture of the theater as if he were a part of it. This is the Phantom. But who is he? The legend offers two main theories, each as tragic as the next. One popular belief is that he was a man, perhaps a brilliant but shunned architect, musician, or artist, who was born with a terrible facial deformity, rejected by society. He sought refuge in the one place that could appreciate beauty without seeing his face, the opera house. He is said to have made a home for himself in the vast, unexplored catacombs, unsubterranean levels that lie beneath many of these old theaters, a secret world of forgotten passages and underground lakes. From his hidden realm, he watches the world above, his love for the music and the art twisted by his loneliness and bitterness. The other theory is more supernatural. It suggests the Phantom is not a living man, but a restless spirit, forever bound to the theater. Perhaps he was a composer whose final masterpiece was never performed, or an actor who met a tragic end on the very stage he now haunts. His soul, unable to move on, remains, forever tied to the place that represented his greatest passion and his deepest sorrow. He is the eternal patron, the ghostly critic, the spectral audience member who will never leave his seat. Gaston Leroux masterfully wove these threads of folklore, rumor, and historical fact into his 1910 novel, The Phantom of the Opera. He based his story on the Palais Garnier in Paris, an opera house that truly does have a mysterious, subterranean lake beneath its foundations. Leroux even claimed that the skeleton of the Phantom was real and had been discovered in the Opera House's cellar. He gave this spectral figure a name, Eric, and a heartbreaking story of love, obsession, and despair. His novel immortalized the legend, transforming it from a collection of spooky anecdotes into one of the most enduring and powerful stories of the modern age. Today, the Phantom of the Opera is more than just a ghost story. He has become a powerful symbol. He represents the tormented artist, the pain of isolation, and the darkness that can hide behind a mask of beauty. He is the embodiment of obsessive love and the tragic consequences of being judged for one's appearance rather than one's soul. So the next time you visit a grand old theater, take a moment, look up at the ornate private boxes, listen to the silence between the notes of the overture, and feel the weight of history in the air around you. You might just feel that familiar chill, that sense of being watched. And you have to wonder, is it just your imagination? Or is the Phantom there in the shadows, waiting for the music to begin? He remains the silent, unseen patron of the opera, a ghost in the machine, his legend echoing through the halls as timelessly as the music he so tragically loves. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the shadows of the Opera House. If you enjoy exploring the world's most fascinating legends, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have so many more mysteries to uncover together. Until next time, stay curious.